Healthy Lifestyle Crib presents. Body language tells you if someone is lying. It's in our human instinct to tell lies. There isn't a single person on the planet who hasn't lied or been lied to. But it's not easy to spot a liar in the face. Fortunately, we can look out for subtle signals and body language indications that can help us determine whether or not someone is telling the truth. We've compiled a list of 12 signs that will expose even the most skilled of liars. Number 1. Fake smile. To avoid hurting someone else's feelings, we've all had to put on a happy face when we really weren't feeling it. The truth is that people's smiles can be deceptive. They provide the impression that you're joyful when, in reality, you may be lying. True happiness and a fake smiles are not identical. Both the lips and the eyes are involved in a genuine smile, while simply the lips are used in a fake one. When someone is smiling but their eyes don't light up, you know it's not real. Number 2. Touching the neck or collar. Facial and neck tissues are extremely sensitive, which is why this is such a reliable indicator of dishonesty. When someone lies, a tingling sensation develops there, making the liar feel compelled to touch the spot. Collar pulls are prevalent because of the increased perspiration that occurs due to the increased pressure of lying. The scratching of the neck or earlobe is another tell. There is a common manner that people do this. Often, they use the index finger on their dominant hand. A common symptom of someone who isn't being completely honest is expressing feelings of inadequacy, doubt, and confusion. Number 3. Extremely defensive. When confronted with evidence, liars typically get defensive, evade questioning, and even accuse you of lying. Someone who responds to your questions with, "Why do you want to know that?" or "That's not important now," is likely at their wits' end and employing this defense as an attack. Number 4. Eye contact. Contrary to popular belief, liars make and keep eye contact for significantly longer lengths of time than do truthful people. To make up for the fact that you probably think they'll look away when they're lying, some dishonest people will make eye contact with you for far longer than is strictly necessary. During casual chats, people may often look at each other for 3 to 5 seconds at a time. If someone continues to look directly at you for any longer than that, you should be suspicious. In my opinion, people are either attracted to you or they are lying. Number 5. Pauses between sentences. The truth is that liars can be more hesitant than usual while speaking. If someone pauses after finishing a phrase, they may be planning up their next lie. When someone who usually speaks fluently begins to pause frequently, it's a major red flag. If someone who usually speaks without pausing finds themselves having to do so, it's quite likely that they are in the process of fabricating a falsehood. We hesitate before telling a lie because we know it's not as natural as telling the truth. They allow us to pause and come up with the next part of our newest lie. Number 6. Variations in voice tone and pace. Fluctuations in tone can expose a liar quicker than any sophisticated lie detector. A person's vocal cords may constrict and cause his voice to rise in pitch when he lies. Fluctuations in speech rate may also indicate that the person you're talking to is fibbing. When a person's speech suddenly speeds up, as if they've been given the fast forward button, you should be suspicious. Accelerating speech may be an unconscious attempt to get the untruth out as quickly as possible. On the other hand, someone whose speech slows down noticeably may also be fibbing. It's possible that a slurred delivery is an indication of mental strain while telling a fib. A more intricate deception will require more time for the brain to decipher. Because of this, a person may appear to be talking incoherently while their brain struggles to come up with a convincing falsehood. Number 7. Oversweating. Anxiety causes sweating, and anxiety frequently comes along with telling a lie. A cold sweat may break out on the skin of certain liars while their story is told, while others may sweat it out, even if they don't really perspire. The beads of sweat on your discussion partner's forehead may be an indicator that they are lying, especially if they are not prone to perspiration or have a history of perspiring when lying. Remember that profuse sweating is not necessarily indicative of dishonesty. Perhaps the room temperature is too high, or they've just been diagnosed with a serious illness. Number 8. Breathing accelerates or decelerates. Alterations in respiratory rate and rhythm might be an indicator of deception. For instance, if you're breathing deeply, it could mean your brain is working harder than usual. As a corollary, lying is correlated with greater neural activity. If there's one thing we've learned from practicing mindfulness, it's to focus on our breathing. Here, you need to be as conscious of the breathing of others around you. Number 9. Contrary gestures. Even when we don't mean to, there are discrepancies between what we say and what we do. Some liars reveal their true colors by acting in ways that run counter to their lie. Despite saying yes to a question, A liar may subconsciously shake their head in the opposite direction. Another tactic employed by liars is to use a humorous tone when discussing tragic topics. If someone's statements and their actions, or their words and their tone of voice, don't add up, then you may be confident that they're lying. Number 10. Nose touching. Everyone is aware of what happened to Pinocchio's nose as a result of the boy's lies. Researchers have shown that humans' noses truly get bigger when they lie. Lying does this because it causes the body to release hormones in response to the stress of lying. While the results of this swelling are not visible to the naked eye, the liar may experience a tingling feeling or itch that compels them to scratch their nose. Number 11. Switching topics. Everyone feels exposed when lying. Even though a seasoned liar appears calm, they're frantic within. A liar will switch topics rapidly. Number 12. Mouth covering. An automatic reflex, covering one's mouth can be taken as a literal sign that one is trying to hide their dishonesty. A hand covering the mouth is one manifestation, a finger over the lips is another. A parent may have done this to express a desire for peace and quiet. When done by an adult, though, it may suggest an attempt to suppress emotions or words. You should now be able to recognize deception when you hear it. With enough experience, you'll soon be able to stop folks in their tracks only by noticing these indications. Knowing these cues will make it far more difficult for anyone, no matter how earnest they may seem, to deceive you. A person may be lying to you if they display any of the indicators below, but you shouldn't jump to conclusions. But if more than one of these red flags arises, you may want to double-check what they're saying. Be sure to share your thoughts with us. Leave your comments and feedback below. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Do me a favor and hit the like button and share button if you liked this video. If you like what you see and want to see more, click the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the notification bell as well.